Hey everyone! Welcome back to some more Let's Play Skald against the Black Priory. In the last episode, we finally made it over to the wreck of the Zephyr and found some more survivors there. They asked us to find other survivors, and we had found 3 others, and we let those know where those other survivors were located at. We were then asked by them to investigate what happened to some of those castaways who went to investigate the the wreck of the Zephyr itself, and we found that infested by those humanoid-like rat creatures, led by Chitters in darkness, a gigantic speaking rat, an abomination. We destroyed it, and then let them know that probably that wreck is now safe. Right, and that, I think that about sums... Oh, we also found the secret treasure by the lighthouse from the Santa Fury, only to discover that the lady who had told us about the treasure was actually still interested in it and had been spying on us to see if we would locate it. I suppose they could not. She showed up with some mercenaries, demanded that we turn over this hideous-looking idol, which I think is supposed to represent the Cthulhuesque statue from the Call of Cthulhu H.P. Lovecraft story, and we refused to turn it over to her. I normally would have done so, and we just bumped into her, but because she decided that she wanted it to be a tough girl, we toughed it out and defeated her. Off-screen, I've come over here to do some alchemy. Oh, right, and we also picked up a 4th character. This character was a blank slate character that we picked up from the survivors, and we made him into a battle magos, I believe is what the title is, specializing in fire magic with some light combat support. Alright, I think that about sums it up. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So, first of all, I made quite a few potions. It really helps that we have spec'd Galvanos into crafting, because that he's able to almost guarantee we get 2 potions for every craft we do. So we're up now to, I think, 10? 10 lesser attunement tonics, and we have 8 cure disease potions. Although agility isn't too much of a penalty for our melees, it does impact our initiative, and slightly our crit rate, so I wouldn't mind having it cured, if somehow we have the resources to do so, and we do. Lastly, before we actually get going, how much experience points do you need before you level up? We could probably drink a single one of these. Okay, let's get going. I'm still not at all interested in turning in that dagger until we find a dagger to make up for it, like to make up the difference. Cat's going to be wielding this ancient dagger for the foreseeable future. It is just too good to leave it behind or destroy it. Perhaps Tribus actually would destroy it, but I suppose he's had some teachings from the Empire, which would probably convince him to actually destroy evil artifacts or ones that are not aligned with his own religion. But we need it, so we're going to override that decision, I suppose. All right, and now finally, we can begin making our way over to Horryn. Oh, I don't remember this. Where are we? The winding coastal road constricts as steep cliffs press in from the north. The dense fog reduces visibility to a mere stone's throw, and you feel an uneasiness rise in your stomach. Then, as in response to your concern, a bizarre monstrous growl echoes through the cliffs ahead of you. Frozen mid-step, you scan the mist when the unmistakable stench of rotting flesh is wafted towards you. Something large and deadly lies ahead. Roland places his hand on the hilt of his weapon as he scowls into the mist. Keep your wits about you. I fear we may have our work cut out for us. What do you recommend? I say we forge ahead. Let's keep our wits about us. I'm inclined to agree with the big man, Kat adds as she looks around nervously. I agree. Let's go. You swallow hard as you ponder the dangers that may lie ahead. Difficulty 1! So you can go ahead and change the difficulty, I think, if you like, by adjusting the different options. We're leaving it at normal difficulty without any other additions or subtractions. And it sounds like the music's a little loud. Just give me a second. I'm just a little nervous, viewer. I've come too far in this playlist to begin having audio issues at this moment. Yes, as I mentioned earlier, you can always adjust the settings, tweaking the numbers to your liking. Like, we could add ourselves 3 damage rerolls, for example, so we always roll maximum, while the enemy gets none. But I like playing it on this difficulty. It will be tricky enough. Right, we suffered... I think someone got knocked out an episode or 2 ago, and we took some other wounds, and it will continue to get more difficult as we go forward, so I like this. I like being challenged in the games I play. You carefully pick your way forwards when movement on the top of the cliffs catches your eyes. Robbed and hooded figures emerge as they appear to be dragging something towards the edge of the cliff. More of the rabid dogs, spits Roland. To your horror, you realize what the party is dragging. A naked man and woman, bound and gagged, are struggling desperately as they are mercilessly pushed towards the edge of the cliff. No! Whispered Kat, almost too loud. We have to do something! Look around. One of the cultists shouts and points towards the surf in elation. Oh, this is kind of cool. I never noticed this before, but the image up here changed a bit. Yeah, look at this cultist pointing down to this horrible creature down here. Utter terror fills the eyes of the moribund couple. You follow their gaze and turn to see, emerging from the surf, a creature of sheer horror. Larger than any sea creature you've fought so far, a hulking shape greedily waddles towards the base of the cliffs, pincers snapping and tentacles squirming greedily. Before you can react further, the cultists hurl the 2 naked forms from the cliffs. The pair impact the ground below with a sickening splat, and with surprising speed, the hulking beast falls upon their remains. Standing transfixed, you watch as a horror consumes the remains of the unfortunate wretches. Sickening snaps and wet pops fill the air as the creature feeds. All the while, the robed cultist stands swaying and chanting on the ledge above. Man, these are some difficult checks. Our diplomacy at best is a 5, so we would need an 11 or a 12 to succeed at this. Kat may be able to sneak away. I think she's got 7 or 8 stealth. We still have to get a rather high roll. Or we could just fight it. I'm going to try to stealth past it. Carefully attempt to sneak away. Oh man, we have a stealth of 4 with Kat. I thought we had more than that. Well, then we need boxcars to do this. This is not likely. An 11 is not a 12. We have been found wanting. Your ploy is for naught. One of the cackling cultists points in your direction and a cry of alarm goes up. The beast abruptly halts its feasting and eye stalks eagerly spin around. As it spots you, it offers a deafening roar before charging. I succeeded at avoiding this last time, so this has been my first time fighting it. Oh, I'm excited. We are kind of going first. Corpse Eater. Level 8 Tough Beast. Plus 15 to hit. Wow, okay, so it hits. It does incredible damage. 1 through 20. Has a huge amount of life. A huge amount of wounds, can soak a ton of damage. Wow, this is going to be tough. I should have preemptively cast spells before this occurred. We're going to have to surround it if we want to have a chance of actually getting it. What's its dodge? It doesn't dodge very often, but this is going to be painful. It also doesn't move quickly. But we don't have fantastic range damage. Okay, well, let's do it. There is no reason for me to rush in on this. Do we have any potions that might help us? We do have a single Stone Skins potion, so if someone's going out there and tank, but maybe Roland starts us off with that. Cat, let's go ahead and just shoot it. I think you can not, like, Soak, I don't believe can absorb every single point of damage. You will always inflict at least 1 damage with any attack on a target. Roland will move up here and then drink a Stone Skin. He can still do something else, but I don't think I want him doing something else. So we'll end our turn. Galvanos will cast... Do we have a fire resistance? We'll cast fire resistance just to beef up his own fire resistance. And Trimus will use a Bear's Strength. And we did not Cascade. I want to get Cat to the back of it so we can start backstabbing. So we'll run her over here, making sure that she can't be hit. Damage at the start. We'll move Galvanos just a tad, and then he's going to use Spellburn. Wow, we still took a ton of damage from that. I'll drink a lesser tonic. Thank goodness it didn't do any significant damage to us. I'm going to use Bear Strength on Trimus. Cat moves behind. This could be dangerous. Hopefully it doesn't turn around. Backstab. 12 damage. Galvanos, we need to move you up. Good luck. Flaming Fists. We'll do it twice. Good job soaking 11 damage. Keep backstabbing. Roland can Second Wind. Looks like it's going to focus on Roland, which is exactly what I would like it to do. Good critical hit for 2 damage, Galvin. Oh, 17 on Roland, but he'll be okay. I want to get used to using my abilities. We're about to start wounding it. Oh, good work. Wow, 34 damage. A great crit. Single piece of chitin. Alright, good job, everyone. Galvin, let's Minor Lay on Hands. I'll have to do that another time. And then we can use some Lesser Attunement potions. I don't know if we should even investigate the corpses. I'm a little worried it might be too much for us. Oh, but we get something for it. The Guarded Heart. It's a magic ring. A beautifully crafted golden ring with a heart carved into it. The wearer of this ring will find their resolve strengthened. +1 to will, so it's a saving throw ring. Who has the weakest will stat? Trimus has 3, Cat has 2, Roland has 1. Galvanos has 1. So Galvin or Roland should have it. We'll give it to Roland. There's the cultists, but I can't reach them. We're not. So they just watched us kill this thing. There's a camp here, and it looks like a cave all the way over here. Let's visit the camp. Unless this is perhaps a camp full of cultists. Before you, the unmistakable mess, squalor, and desperation of a refugee camp sprawls around a small farmstead like a festering wound. Okay, possibly good guys. Let's head in. Our stealth isn't going down, which means that they're not potentially hostile. A soldier dressed in the ragged remains of what you assume is the livery of Horryn. He looks hungry, shaken, and on edge. Just talk to the Chamberlain over in the barn if you want something. Just leave me alone. All the guards will say the same thing, it looks like. Yep. Ooh, the survivors look like they probably have indeed seen better days. Please help us. All those people lost. Oh, my insides hurt. What's happening to us? Do you have any food? Oh, man. We do, but we're not... I'm not allowed just to give it to you, apparently. The child is ragged and muddy and crying in great big sobs. As you approach, she wipes her nose and looks up at you, her eyes widening somewhat at the sight of Roland. I prefer if we just got on with our work, Roland grunts. What's wrong? I can't find Froggart. I just had him, and I was playing, and now he's gone, all alone somewhere. Who's Froggart? Froggart is small and green and fluffy, and he's my best friend, and now I've lost him. The girl looks truly heartbroken. I'll have a look. Hurry, he doesn't like to be alone. He's afraid of the hounds. I think all of us are afraid of the hounds. Entering the ragged camp, you notice a small crowd nearby, arranged in an inward-looking ring. In the center stands a formidable armored woman. She carries an unmistakable air of authority, and the insignia on her armor marks her as a cleric of the Order of... I can never pronounce this word. Speckleites? Is that how you say that? I always want to say sept, but I don't think that's right. I'll just say seps at the moment, and I'll look up off... Actually, I can do that right now. Give me 1 second. Wow. Okay. It's sepulcher normally. Wow, I thought it was pronounced completely differently. So this would be... This must be sepul, and then kites? So sepulchites. The tattered band of refugees surrounding her are agitated and shouting over one another. But there are so few of us! Horryn was home to 200, and we're but a few score left, cries a ragged man with tears in his eyes. By the golden corpses, there must be survivors, beseeches another. And who are we to send? Half of us won't live through the next market day, and the other half ain't fit to hold as much of a stick, an old crone interjects, panic quivering in her voice. The crowd erupts in a cacophony of desperate appeals. The cleric raises her arms and the crowd falls silent. Her sonorous voice rings out. We may indeed be cursed, but Alden is right. There may yet be survivors in Horryn, and it is my duty to go to their aid, or at least to learn what fate befell them. The assembly erupts again, some blessing the cleric in tears of hope, others clinging to their robes while pleading for her not to risk her life. Through the crowd, the woman catches sight of you and nods curtly. She turns away and begins to load up on supplies, no doubt intent on making good of her promise to the panicked refugees. This sounds like a suicide task to me. This is not going to accomplish anything other than get yourself killed. If any one of us were to fight even like 3 Reavers, forget it, we're just dead. We don't have the capability of succeeding at that. So I doubt one cleric is likely going to succeed either at this. Leave me alone. Let's talk to the survivors next to her, and then we'll speak with her. Feels like the world's ending. What's happening to us? The imposing cleric holds up a palm in greeting. Welcome to our new home, stranger. The people of this island know me as Drina. I serve the Golden Dead in this camp. These people are under my protection. What brings you here? We are searching for someone. We're also heading to Horryn, and a terror from the deep did indeed claim our ship. I guess we'll get right to the point. I was heading to Horryn. Drina nods and smiles to a passing refugee before leaning in close to you and asking in a low voice, "What business did you have in Horryn?" I was looking for someone. Here on Idra. That may prove to be a difficult task given the tempest that's engulfed this island. How so? She leans back, her eyes still flinty. Are you not aware of the situation here? These people say the island is surely doomed. Her eyes bore into you, gauging your reaction. We are a cleric too, probably of a different faith, but we're not going to say number 3. Although I would prefer to find who we're here to find. I suppose if she's going to Horryn, we can join forces. She'd have a better chance of actually completing her task and us ours if we had her with us. What has happened? Our graveyards have been overflowing as of late, with stranger killing stranger for no good reason. And worse, I think, brother and brother, husband and wife. It's become a tide of ruin. I implored the governor to intervene and investigate, but as usual he did nothing but cower in his villa and peer over his walls. Oh, this was happening beforehand, or there was some sort of undercurrent of this originally, before the events transpired that have led us to our current situation. The governor. A drunken buffoon in my estimation. He did not deserve to die, however, and I don't think he made it out of Horryn. Marcus, his chamberlain, did, however. I suppose he's the closest to a leader at the moment, though he may wish it were not so. I see. What happened next? Then, a few nights ago, pandemonium erupted. Bands of armed men and women roamed the town, hacking down anyone they came across. Some folks claimed those that did not die on the spot were dragged away to suffer some unknown fate. My order and I joined what sane guardsmen remained in the chaos and tried to stem the tide, but we were driven from the city in the panicked exodus that followed. We considered retaking the town, but we had scores of wounded, so we retreated. Better to save the lives not yet lost. We set up this camp to regroup, to care for the wounded, but a shadow hangs over us. The wounded do not recover, and those still on their feet slowly lose their mind or hearts, so something's afflicting them. What do you intend to do now? We need answers. Drina gestures at the refugees languishing in the camp before continuing. And it's my duty to seek them out, if they exist. I must venture to find a way back into Horryn, and thence somewhere darker, I fear. Failing that, the situation here in camp is getting untenable. Anything that can be done to improve it will be a small victory. Reinforcements we know are not coming. There's been no one going out of this island. There's been no report on anything happening, and the reason why we were hired is because there's been no information about what's been transpiring on these outer isles. And if any reinforcements were to come, like we were the reinforcements effectively, the giant creature out there will probably sink the ships. So this is not something I think we should say, nor number 3. So, are you planning to go alone? If I must. Doomed or not, it's all dust in the end, and I intend to die in armor. But from what I can tell, we must both tread the same terrible path? Though our reasons may differ, Surely there is safety to be had in numbers? Yes, I agree with this. Indeed. Let's join forces. Excellent. Gina's face lights for an instant. These people, my people, I feel their pain, and we will mourn together later. For now they deserve answers, and by the Emperor's bones, I will get them some. I have some questions first. Gina looks expectantly at you, one brow arched. Who do you think attacked Horryn? The Reavers came from inside the town. I recognize some of them as sailors, fishermen, and whalers. Locals, mostly from old Idrin families. Perhaps they belong to one of the lodges. Lodges. Yes, there are long traditions on Idra for the fishermen and sailors to band together in fellowships known as lodges. From what I understand, they serve mainly as combines for fair distribution of the day's catch. But there are persistent rumors of them serving other purposes too, so worshipping perhaps other deities, not ones the Empire would prefer. What rumors are there? Our order is an imperial one. Oh, I keep calling it the Empire. I suppose it's similar, but I'll try to remember. The locals would be loath to discuss such things with us, but I've always suspected they practice pre-imperial customs of ocean worship, including offerings to ensure safe travel and bountiful catches. I see. Drina looks expectantly at you, one brow arched. Ask Drina about Embla. She fidgets with the heavy-looking ring on her finger while she listens to your description of Embla. She's certainly not in the camp, and I can't say I remember seeing her in Horryn, but perhaps that bodes well for your quest. How so? One of the primary tasks of my order is to care for the dead, and I can say with certainty that I didn't lay to rest anyone matching her description before the fall of Horryn. You have any suggestions on where to look? Beyond traveling to Horryn, you may want to ask around here in camp. A few of the merchants survived. Perhaps she visited one during her stay. Thank you, Drina. That's a good suggestion. Let's go. Before we leave, we should... Oh, this is in a different text. Okay. Before we leave, we should seek out Marcus, our leader of sorts. He's holed up in the stable trying to organize this mess of a camp. Holy ashes, no one tries harder than him. But the task at hand is monumental, and he needs help. All right, we'll do that, Drina. But first, let's take a look at her. So she is a hospitaller, is the type of cleric she is. So while we are able to take any of the clerical spells up to the second effective rank, she can take the healing rank up all the way to tier 4. We have the exact same tier in terms of religious teachings, but unlike us, she is only able to take shielding up ranks, not combat skills. So we are more focused on all. We have the capability to be more offensive, while she is more defensive. With that said, we definitely want divine spellcasting, and we will take religious training, and I will still take, I think, increased healing for her. We probably want phalanx. And then I don't see why we wouldn't take Body Magic Initiate. She wants to use maces, by the way, as you can see. I forgot about this. We use bladed weapons. She uses maces. So she is like the standard 2nd edition Dungeons and Dragons cleric. I'm going to take at least this rank up with her. I feel like we should grab the next rank in Body Magic. We'll grab increased attunement. I forget which of these I possess. I think I have Hammer of Light and Blessing Touch. Condemned would be fun. But I think I'll take that, not her. We could grab maybe some mind magic with her. Instill... Do we have an aura of... Is this... Actually, so hold on. So instill courage purges fear and panic from everybody within an aura. And Sublime Projection is a small damage-dealing ability. Clears senses, clears blindness, deafness, and silence. I will tell you guys that nothing has ever used these abilities on me for the entire first 3 chapters I played the game. So I do not know how useful they will be. Maybe some different things will happen for us this time around. We don't have enough to grab the 3rd rank in body magic. I think, I wouldn't mind having Instill Courage. Although maybe I should take those. And we don't take them with her. +2 melee damage, and what does Holy Light do? Inspired is accuracy. And Illuminated. I'll grab those. Let's try them. So we'll grab 2 more ranks in Spirit Magic with her. With 1 point left over, I will go... I wouldn't mind having Increased Will with her. Well, I also wouldn't mind having Defend Ally with her. Stunning Blow is also nice. We'll grab... Okay, so let's grab a point in Increased Vitality. Actually, do I really want that, Tim? No, I should go down one of these instead. So we'll begin working on Stunning Blow, which stuns an enemy, which means that they miss a turn. So let's start working towards that. 2 new Spirit Magic spell schools to learn. So we're going to take... It was Holy Light, I think? And Mark of Heroism. Tier 1 Body Magic. This might be our only chance to get Moderate Poison. But I also want Serpent's Grace. I think we'll take Minor Lay on Hands and cure Moderate Poison with her. It seems fitting for a hospitaler to have those abilities. Then she gets 2 of the upper rank ones. So that'll be Moderate Lay on Hands. What does Fleet of Foot do? Lesser Haste. +3 movement. Oh, we could grab Cure Moderate Disease with her if I don't want to rely on disease-curing potions. But you know what? We have plenty of supplies for them, so I'm not going to view that as a super important. What does Pestilence do? Severely diseased. It's an aura ability. -2 agility, -2 strength. Sure, we'll take this. Now, as for equipment, she's armed with a mace, but we have a fine mace, which is +1 more accuracy. She'll still use that. We have nothing else. Oh, can she use... No, she can't use ranged weapons. Okay, that'll have to do. I know where the people are in this town, so let's go ahead and visit Marcus next, as Drina suggested. The man before you has a look of a high-ranking Imperial bureaucrat. However, there is little pomp left in him now. His robes are ragged, his cheeks hollowed, his spectacles cracked. He mumbles to himself as he despondently pores over stacks of papers and maps. He looks up at you at the start. What's this then? More mouths to feed. Or by some miracle do you come laden with supplies, medicine, and men-at-arms? Vina gives the man a strict look. Marcus, we're in no position to turn allies away. Common courtesy will go a long way. I don't like being talked down to, but I will say nothing. The man sighs and sinks further back in his seat. Forgive me, I'm not myself. The world seems to be coming undone, and I am left holding the pieces. He wipes his balding head with a piece of cloth. What was I about to say there? Marcus Stonehold at your service. Chamberlain to the most glorious office of the Governor of Idra. He makes a sharp little bow, his words dripping sarcasm. May I be of some assistance? I'm trying to get to Horryn. Go there if you will, but entering Horryn may indeed prove a tall order. Township's been overrun by madmen. Hundreds lie dead in the street, and those who remain cling to life on this barren plot of farmland. As for the city gates, they have been sealed and our attackers have left us with no way back into the city. But what happened? It started some days ago. I was awoken in the middle of the night by the governor's guards. They told me we were under attack, and that packs of crazed brigands were already roaming the streets, spilling blood by the riverfall. I never saw such chaos before. The dead lay strewn in the streets, and we had to sneak from corner to corner just to get away with our lives. It sounds like Innsmouth, the escape from Innsmouth. Go on. By some stroke of luck, we came upon Drina and a handful of other guards and managed to make our way to the gate with what survivors we could find. We set up this camp whilst we... Well, frankly, I don't know. All I can do is try to keep us alive till tomorrow. What can I do to help? Oh, where to start? This camp is a disaster. There's no medicine for the sick and wounded, while madmen and beasts bay for our blood at the gates. Hangman wipes his brow. Go on. The people are starving around us. Already the very young and very old have begun to pass, and soon none of us will have the strength to fight should the Reavers come for us. In other words, we need food, and we need it fast. Talk to Franzo. He's serving as our cook and quartermaster, and he might know where to start. You'll find him just outside this barn. And you mentioned a disease outbreak. Indeed, disease is spreading in our camp. Hierophant Drow has sent up a makeshift infirmary in the main house, but so far he's had little luck in combating the infection. Help him, and you have helped us all. I'll do my best. If there's nothing else, my migraine needs tending to, amongst other things. The Chamberlain gestures to the piles of papers surrounding him. Wait, some other questions for you, Marcus. What do you want to know? Any idea who the madmen who attacked Horryn are? From what I hear, these men were bands of local fishermen and sailors. But why would they do something like this? Horryn was their home, and for all his shortcomings, there were few Imperial officials as lenient as the governor. Where is he now? I didn't see him as we made our strategic retreat. I can only assume he died in the chaos. And the cruelest joke of all, that leaves me the ranking Imperial official on this island. Farewell for now, Marcus. Heads up that over here, there is another blank slate character, if you didn't find the one earlier at the survivors camp. We, however, are done with our group. We're not going to be taking another character with us, I do not think. Every character that you bring with you requires more food when you rest, and the game's going to get a little tougher. I made the decision, when I realized how the food worked, that, you know what, I think I can get by with just 5 characters, and so we're going to be doing that for this playthrough too. There's no reason not to take them if you think you can, and we probably could, but I think we've got what we need, so we're going to stick with what we have. There will be other NPCs as well that could potentially join us, so we'll keep an eye open for them. I guess I will quickly say, as well, that if you want to hire another mercenary, they're more expensive than the last one was. This one's going to be 400 gold, not 300. To that end, we do have 739, so we would have had enough to go ahead and hire him if we wanted to. The woman before you has the rugged and vital look of a life lived on the frontier. Though her clothes are rich and tailor-made, she wades through ankle-deep mud with rolled-up sleeves, hefting heavy crates of goods over a broken cart. Need help? And then the poor lonely woman would owe you a debt of gratitude. Is that it? She snarls. When hefts the crate back onto the cart with a sigh. Forgive me. I'm not myself either. There's not been much rest for me amid the chaos. All this jabbering about the end of all mankind is starting to wear on me. Yeah, everyone's at wit's end, I believe is the expression. In any case, by the way, I like the background here of the tents surrounding her. That's pretty nice. I like that. In any case, I'm Maija. I run or ran an emporium in Horryn. But you're not from Horryn, are you? Her eyes light up with suspicion. What brings you to Idra, We were shipwrecked just off the coast. I'll ask no more. But it seems my merchant's intuition was right. Either way, we may yet be of help to one another. Maija hefts the last of her crates off the damaged cart and into her makeshift tent. And I still have a modest selection of wares with me. I see. So what will it be? What happened in Horryn? I wish I could tell you. Things have felt queer on Idra for a while. Folks in Horryn started changing. People I'd known for years became mean, hard. Violence and cruelty grew so common we stopped noticing it. Just that week, my neighbor... Her children... Maija's voice falters and her eyes begin to glisten with tears. A few days ago, I was out of town taking supplies to one of the whaling vessels. On the way back at sunset, I spotted a clutch of people tearing towards us on foot from the outskirts of Horryn, covered in blood and shrieking. My mare was so spooked that she bolted and broke her leg in the half-light. Poor old Aga. I had to help her pass on. When the townsfolk reached us, they regained their senses and told us such terrible stories. Stories of raving madmen rampaging across the town by night. Let's just say not even children were spared. But they didn't kill everyone. Some were taken, to who knows where. We heard screams on the wind for days afterwards. It was clear there was no going back. I see. Something else. Ask about Embla. I can't say I remember seeing her. Doesn't mean I didn't. My emporium was always busy. Franzo, the camp cook, used to own the main inn. You'll find him near the stables. If anyone saw her, it'd be him. Thank you. Let's see what goods she has for sale. Only what I had with me when Horryn fell. But I'd be delighted to show you. They're still the same quality goods I'm known for. Show me. So, she is one of the better merchants I think we can sell to. I think, is that correct? Am I correct? Or am I not correct? Actually, wait, I think I'm wrong. I think we get less back. Yes, never mind. I think I'm incorrect. I'm never quite sure if this number is good or bad for us to sell multiplier. I'll have to compare it with another merchant. Do I remember how much this was worth? This gem is worth 105 gold to her. It seems like it should be worth more to her than other merchants, this number. But the higher the number, the less it's worth. Okay. 100... I don't have a pencil. Viewers, let's try to remember 105. 105 gold for the opal. And the next merchant we see, I'll look at these numbers again to figure out exactly how much it's worth or not worth. I guess, though, we can at least sell this mace to her. What does she have? Baked onions recipe, baked potato, potion of cure disease, potion of speed. So we don't need the baked potato. Baked onions means that just onions alone can be cooked, probably, so we don't need this recipe. She's selling rations. She has 5 of them for 4 gold each. That's effectively a free rest for us if we want it. Oh, this merchant does not restock, so also once we purchase something, that's going to be it. Okay. 10 thieves' tools, but we have like 15 of those, right? 13. We don't need any more of them. The bows she has are normal bows. We don't have a bow on Galvanos, do we? And she's selling crude weaponry, so not really much here for us. She's selling a crowbar, which is something used for adventuring, though. And some rope if we want it. She is selling some armor also, but it's rather expensive for normal armor. Okay, we will... And crew short bows? Only in a normal short bow. Okay, let's quickly look at our characters. Galvanos has no armor and no bow. We could probably... Actually, everyone else looks like they're okay at the moment. But we could use some better armor on Roland. I don't think I'd trade... I don't think I want to spend 400 bucks on one more soak. Okay, she is a worse merchant than Balios, because Lesser Two Metonics were 40 gold on him. She wants 65 for the equivalent. Okay, so she is worse. At least when it comes to buying things. Still, she's selling arrows, and we could use more of them. And we also want a bow. If I was to steal a bow, that would increase the price of everything, right? I think it would. How many arrows do we have? 29? Let's buy 11 hunting arrows. If I was to steal this, what's my chance? Need a 3, so we can totally just steal something from her. We could steal a breastplate, I suppose. Before I steal, let's buy the poor armor. For 39 from Galvin. And then... wouldn't mind having more arrows, either. Oh, I see how this works. The broadhead adds between 0 and 2, chosen randomly when you shoot it. The Bakken is a guaranteed 1 extra damage. They're both worth 5? She has 10 of them. That's $100 if I want 20 of these. Let's buy the broadheads. And then Cat will steal a short bow from her. Vendor's suspicion increased by 1. So now things will be a little more expensive. Oh, no, they're cheaper now? Oh, no, those are hunting arrows. Sorry. Those were broadheads for some reason. I guess we can buy the crowbar as well. We might need it. And that will do. Now, stolen goods cannot be sold to certain merchants, by the way. So, we can't sell this bow back to her, nor any merchant, because it is considered a stolen good. Rather, sorry, some merchants will buy stolen goods. But no, I don't think the ones we've seen so far. Maybe Basil does. Let's give the bow to Galvanos and give him some armor as well. He can use hunting arrows. Cat will use the broadheads. We'll also take a look around and see if we can find where Frogart is. I did not find Frogart in my earlier playing of the game, like when I had reached level, chapter 4. So I don't know if we'll find him this time either. A man with leather-like skin covered in sailor tattoos approaches you. Greetings, my lord. Name's Donovan. Dono for short, and I'm here looking for someone a lot like you. For what? Well, begging your pardon, but you look less covered in shit than the rest of this lot and able to carry a blade, my lord. I serve on the vessel, Weather Maiden, and I'm here on orders of my first mate, Zara. I'll see what I can do. Better you talk to her yourself. We're holed up in a large sea cave west of here, while the Maiden is undergoing repairs. Zara will be waiting for you there. Here, I'll show you on your map. Dono indicates a position 66 by 91 on your map of the Outer Isles. I must ask you not to delay. Dono offers a clumsy bow before making his way out of camp, heading northwest. Ugh, my insides hurt. You approach a haggard-looking man wearing a threadbare cook's apron. I don't know what you heard, but there's no food for you, or anyone, he growls. Complain to the Chamberlain if you want, just leave me alone. The Chamberlain said you needed help. The cook's eyes meet yours for the first time. Honestly, the situation is beyond dire. People are starving by the day, and we have no supplies. The old, the sick, the young, they'll all be dying off at this rate. Got any ideas? Well, none of us have the strength or courage left to venture out of sight of the camp to hunt and forage. The cook looks you up and down. But you look capable enough. You can go beyond the walls and look for something more substantial. These people can't live on vegetable broth alone. They need meat and fat, especially if there's fighting to be had. Any idea where I should look? I do indeed. Franco leans in. Old Jacob owns this farm, and it might not seem like much to a mainlander, but here on Idra, this farm here is large enough. You see, Jacob and his family had a large flock of goats when the calamity started, right over there, and the enclosure behind us. Go on. Now, the old man told the Chamberlain that the beast bolted when the calamity started, that it drove them all insane, and that they scattered to the hills. Well, that may be rightly so, but I have my suspicions. You're saying he hid the animals away. Look, I can't say I blame the man. Us refugees have made a mess of his farm, and if we find hands on those animals, we'll surely fall upon them like locusts. It would ruin him, and truly it would be a shame if the man lost his livelihood. But better that than having the children starve. Now you best get going. I see people have started eyeing the rats. I think this is saying that if they find the sheep, they will devour them. I'll see what I can do. I spotted something. I guess we'll search it. If I can. Can I get there? We can. 2 lesser tonics of vitality. Makes up for the 2 I think we used recently. A baldy man with a hard, wrinkled face and texture of old leather stands leaning against the wall of the farmhouse. He's thoughtfully chewing a straw as he dejectedly surveys the muddy chaos that was once his well-kept farm. Approach. The man mutters something under his breath and spits as a group of refugees pass. As he notices you lingering, he fixes you with a bitter frown. What is it you want? More leeches come to bleed me. Is this your farm? Ha! If you can still call it that. It's ruined. All my crops are trampled, and my goats are gone. I'm gonna starve next year thanks to this catastrophe. Still seems they're better off than people living in the camp. Ha! He scoffs and turns his back to you. I'm not gonna get any information from him, I suspect. Oh, we have a recipe. Potion of stone skin. 1 gully fern, 1 hound ear, 1 withered hand. A cheese sandwich recipe. We already know how to make a cheese sandwich, I'm pretty sure, right? Oh no, we know how to make a grilled something, right? A grilled cheese sam. Is that right? Oh no, this is the same recipe. Dark bread, cheddar, and cured ham. We already knew how to make it. I guess that's in case you didn't actually do the tutorial. The woman looks tired and sad as she wanders around the farmhouse aimlessly. Poor boy, she mutters under her breath. What's wrong with your boy? Poor Aiden stuck outside in the rain and fog. Jacob won't let him come home, not as long as... The woman looks at you apprehensively for a bit. Not as long as these people are on our land. Aiden has to keep the goats safe, up in the hidden glen. I could go check on him. She wipes a tear of relief. Thank you so much. Go to the old goat enclosure east of our house and you'll find a hole in the fence to the north. If you look careful, you'll find some tracks. Follow them and they should take you right to the glen. And please don't tell Jacob I've talked to you. He only cares for the animals and he has a horrible temper. I'll see what I can do. I'm not going to rob them of their treasure chest. The stench of disease and moans of the dying lie thick in the air of this makeshift infirmary. An Asian cleric shuffles back and forth as he tries as best he can to tend to the patients. He exchanges a worried glance with Drina. Oh man. 2 people look like they're sick. A little blood on this guy. This guy lost an arm. The graybeard cleric is thoughtfully wiping blood off his hands as you approach him. Oh, forgive me. I didn't see you there. Are you sick? Fever? Stomach pains? Bloody stool? I don't think so. Should I be worried? The man examines your eyes and looks in your mouth. No, you do in fact seem fine. Sadly, many of us are not so lucky. Is it as bad as we suspected? Drina asks. Drawl leans in and his voice drops to a whisper. I fear it's worse. Some sort of infection is spreading, and so far I've been unable to cure it with neither spell nor concoction. I am in fact at my wit's end. A note of desperation creeps into the old man's voice. Anything I can do to help? If I can't find a cure, this outbreak may be the death of us all. Though I wouldn't know where to start. That is... what? A woman, Hana, came to me with her boy, struck down by the outbreak. She appeared a simple girl, and when she pleaded with me to look for a folk remedy, I chided her for it. Called her foolish. Surely imperial medicine would prevail. Perhaps I was the fool. I wish now I had listened to her. She left camp, but I think she can be found in the little cottage south of here. I beg you, seek her out on my behalf, and hear what she has to say. A quick question for you, sir. What is it you need? About the outbreak. Yes? Never mind. I'll get going. Drow offers a short bow. And you know where to find me. Okay, we can't talk with the people. There is a alchemical bench here, though. I don't think we need to make anything at this moment. Oh, actually, no, that's not true. We could probably send to make some more lesser attunement tonics. We have 6 of them. So we'll make 4 more. Almost done with the camp, viewers. Then it feels like playing for an hour, so I guess we might be stopping soon. Let's see. Oh, a stuffed animal. A small, ragged stuffed animal. No doubt it should be returned to its owner with all due haste. You, come hither. I guess we'll talk with this guy first. An old man looks you carefully up and down, as if evaluating some farm animal. You find him somewhat unnerving. Decrepit as he appears, there is nonetheless some unnatural vitality upon him. Magic, no doubt. What are you doing? Why, I'm examining you. There's something about you. A sheen of sorts. Something in your past. Or perhaps your future. I cannot tell. Who are you? That is indeed the question. The man answers obtusely. He squints and strokes his beard as if trying to remember some long-lost memory. You may call me Malachi. I'm a purveyor of sorts. Say, you strike me as one who might be on the lookout for exotic wear. Show me. Please, feast your eyes on my selection of wondrous items. He sells magic stuff. Open, I clicked on the wrong thing, so we have to do this again. So what does he have? Oh, okay, and he does not restock, and he's selling the same exact things he was selling last time, so he's guaranteed to sell these things. The Sparrowhawk, a melee medium blade. Compared to our weapon, it's 2 more accuracy, does 1 less max, 2 more min damage, and crits more often. Also adds 2 points to the wielder's initiative. This looks amazing, but it's 4,000 gold, so we are not getting that. The second chance, some enchanted light armor, no encumbrance, which is pretty good. 4 soak, so we should compare it with someone else's armor, but I can't do that here. The first time you would take wound damage, you automatically regain 30 through 40 vitality points. He wants 2,800 gold for that. Farstriders. Provides +1 bonus to fortitude. 2 soak, 1 encumbrance boots. Pretty good. The Tyrant. 2 soak increases your user's awareness and spell aptitude by 1. You'll do more damage with your spells, any ones that do damage. Nice. But expensive. So all this stuff is hideously expensive. And the Lunar Ring increases the radius of aura spells by 1. We cannot afford any of that. He's selling fire arrows and poison arrows. We could probably buy the poisons. Sure, we'll buy some poison arrows. Now, how much does our pearl sell? Okay, so he only wants 53 for this. Okay, so the higher the number is worse. No, I don't understand this at all. I don't understand this at all. Why this is... The girl was offering 105 for the pearl when Trimus was selling it, and the sell multiplier was 1.30. If I have someone, like, if I have Drina selected, the sell multiplier is 84, which is higher than 80, but this is worth less. So I guess what's happening is that each merchant has their own price they're willing to spend, and when you're talking with them, each individual person's individual diplomacy comes into play, as opposed to globally, everyone would normally have this... Different merchants apply your diplomacy slightly differently. It doesn't work that way. Okay. Or maybe it does work that way. I'm messing up describing this. In any case, we should sell the opal to the other girl in camp. Now, we could try stealing some of this, but I think he's probably going to be watching very carefully for us to steal something. We can still take a peek. Yeah, we fail automatically. Or at least we fail automatically. Yeah, we need a 10. That's no good. We want at least like a 6. So we'll have to work on Cat's thievery for a bit. Assuming, of course, am willing to steal from this merchant. Okay, well then let's sell the opal we have. So my recollection then is accurate, that she's one of the better merchants. Oh, well, we're losing a bit of money here. Our sum multiplier went up because we did steal from her, so she's a little suspicious that we were the ones who did it. Which she should be, because we were. Let's return Frogger. I did not do this last time. I'm curious what happens. Harsa looks up at you. Did you find him? Did you find Froggert? Is this the little reptilian rascal? Give her the stuffed animal. Froggert! The girl snatches the stuffed animal from you and showers it with hugs and kisses. She then turns towards you, but instead of giving you a hug, she dashes past you and throws her arms around Roland's waist. The old warrior looks startled at the sudden show of affection. All right, girl. You've had your frog back. There's proper work to be done now. The girl steps back. Froggert says thank you. Glad to help. Despite the squalor surrounding the girl, she's now smiling from ear to ear. Froggert is glad to be back. Hey, you want to play a game? All right. It's a rhyme. All kinds of kids in my street play it, or at least we used to, I guess. She hesitates for a moment before proceeding with a renewed vigor. The movements are left, left, both, right, both, skip. Let's try them. Let's try them first, and then we can add the words. Okay, let's try. You and Marissa face each other, and you can help but feel a little out of place as you engage in a clapping game with the small girl. So it was left, left, both. Keep the rhythm. Right? Skip? Oh, that's it. Frogger says you're not very good at this. The movements are left, left, both, right, both, skip. One more time. Left, left, both, right, both, skip. You did it! Now let's add the words. Just say them after me. You and Marissa proceed to repeat the pattern. This time the girl begins to recite the rhyme. Beware, beware, don't dare sleep. It brings your dreams to ebb and flow. A churning seas and dreadful deep, and waves that lay the mountains low. But fear and mother, most of all, awake before you hear the bell. Oh, hear her bell. 1,000 young will hear her call. And that was how the giants fell. Vita cuts in with a surprisingly harsh tone. Girl! Where'd you learn such superstitious bilge? Marissa looks at Drina with a sorrow look. All the children are doing it. I thought. Drina's face softened slightly. I don't think it is fitting, my girl. Certainly not now. Trimus, let's just be on our way. That's interesting. 1,000 young? Shub-Niggurath, right? The goat with 1,000 young. I like it. We have someone out here as well, not inside the camp. Oh, he is busy burying bodies, I see. You approach a man sweating profusely and caked in dirt. He's hunched over and panting, seemingly winded from the hard work of digging graves. Who goes there? The man jolts to hefting his shovel as a weapon. I'm not looking for trouble. Why so jumpy? Why so jumpy, he asks. Well, since you ask, I drew the short straw, and it's fallen upon my wretched shoulders to bury the dead. He shoots Drina a sulking glance. If I don't get back to it, I'll be food for the fellhounds before you know it. Fellhounds? Haven't you seen them? Bloody monsters roam the hills in packs. I ain't never seen hounds like these before, hulking and diseased-looking. Come at night they do, dig up the graves I dig and eat the dead, right out of their very graves. Vita whispers a few words under her breath. Continue. In the distance, a howl sounds, and the man straightens up like some prey animal sensing a predator. He briefly squints into the perpetual twilight that covers the island before grabbing his shovel and redoubling his efforts towards finishing his work. Run back to the camp. I'll finish the job. The man looks at you with slight confusion, then pushes his shovel into your hands. He thanks you profusely and runs back to camp. Drina nods in approval. That was a good deed. Get to work. There are 2 corpses wrapped in linen before you. Their graves have been dug, but they will still need to be filled in. Examine them. The corpses are a man and a woman. Perhaps they were once man and wife. They look well fed, and there's no apparent cause of death. Drina stoically looks stoically at the pair. They are with the Emperors now. Though, I wonder what killed them. Let's find out. As you look at the corpses over, you notice that their abdomens seem distended beyond that of the simple corpse gas. You apprehensively poke at the swelling, and to your horror, the mass begins to squirm and shift. I don't think we bury these if there's a monster waiting to burst out of the graves. Cut open the corpses. With trembling hands, you cut into the pallid flesh and expose the entrails of the corpse. Drina leans in over your shoulder. Those entrails don't look. Her words are cut short as the entrails whip out of the wound in a mass of squirming, eyeless worms. Panicked, you frantically scuttle away from the tiny snapping orifices when Roland charges past you with the shovel raised. The shovel makes short work of the tiny terrors, until both corpse and monster is reduced to a pulpy mass. Ashen-faced from horror, you push the broken corpses into their graves and quickly begin piling dirt onto them. As you work, Drina begins chanting. I mean, we're a cleric, so we're a cleric in a world where magic exists, so there's no question that some sort of gods or faith partake in the events herein. So, I suppose saying this itself, just because the possibility of it doesn't exist, is not in itself an answer I'm willing to give. Though we could ask Drina to help us instead of just praying. But praying, I feel like will do something. And I think we'll say your words offer comfort, as we are a fellow member of a faith. Drina smiles slightly. So many have died at their last days without proper burial or receiving their rites of supplication. This offers me some small peace of mind. You finish the work in silence. You wipe the grime from your face as you finish the grim task. Sadly, you suspect these are far from the last graves that will be made for the poor refugees of Horryn before this is over. In the darkness of the night is pressing in around you, and as you prepare to leave, you notice movement just past the edge of the darkness. Before you manage to call out, slavering horrors charge at you. Roland's up first. Then we have the two close hounds. Oh, I can't. Okay, hold on. So, Cat, let's move you here. I want the phalanx bonus for all of us, so we'll do this. And let's start. I'm going, then Cat's going. I'm going to delay my turn. Oh, Cat! Well done! We panicked one of them. A critical hit, 25 damage. Let's cast a Searing Lash. They're hurt. Unfortunately, I kind of positioned incorrectly because now Roland can't reach them. Spellburn, but that's all we're going to do with Galvanos. Four hound ears. Alright guys, that will do. We still have to visit the lady and her son here for... Oh, I forget the gentleman's name now. Drawl, the cleric. So, but we'll do that in the next episode, and we'll give this place a once over as well. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you for watching, everyone, and take care.